All right, let's see if I can get everything up and running, and we'll try to get some things going here. Hello everybody. It's me, it's little Mr. Moose. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today? Surprise, it's a Wednesday midday stream. Since the Heavy Haul DLC came out last night, I thought I would do a little bit of streaming on it today, so that's what we're going to work on. Just you know, check it out, see how it goes. I've got a couple of things I'm setting up here in the background real quick, and then we'll get going. But welcome everybody. My game plan is to do like a couple of hours on YouTube today, this afternoon, and then switch over to Twitch and move back over there for the evening stream. So that's going to be the game plan today anyways. We'll see how that works out. But anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the stream this afternoon. Whatever you might be doing, come on, show me a cursor here. All right, participants: Curtis Clark, hello. Farmer 1267, General Bear, welcome to the stream. James Landry, welcome. Let me turn that music down just a little bit. It might be a little bit loud. There we go. Let's see. We got Janice Sims, Little Weasel 428, Mini Me, welcome to the stream. NSP Gaming, welcome. Paulo Luz, welcome to the stream, or Luz. R Bauer 25, welcome to the stream. Super Bro Studio, hello. Tanner Phillips and Tommy Vincent, all of you guys, welcome to the stream. Good to have you. Thank you so much for joining me today. And like I said, this will probably be, I don't know, a couple, 3 hours, something like that. And then we will move over to Twitch, where for those who haven't seen me in a while and wonder where I've been, I moved everything over to Twitch as far as the live streams go. So if you haven't been seeing the streams, if you didn't see the channel update as to what was going on, because of some contractual obligations with Twitch, I have to, anything that originates on Twitch has to stay on Twitch for a bit. And so most everything has moved over there. So that's where I've been. That's what we've been doing. But anyways, enough is enough. All right, so today we're going to be doing the Heavy Haul DLC. Today we're going to be checking it out and having a little bit of fun. We got our little Peterbilt truck here that I've been driving. As you can see, it's got 450 horsepower on it right now, 1,650 pounds of torque. And I do have the Eaton Fuller 18 speed in there. I did change the transmission to go do one drive today. And I got to be honest with you. I mean, their heavy haul stuff, I've taken one trailer and it really didn't bog down the 455. Now, maybe if I haul that big transformer that's in here, I might have some issues. But so far, I really haven't seen a whole lot of a deal with any of that. So. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the truck and we'll get going. And I've got to make a couple of changes to the truck that I do want to make, and then we'll get going. So, oh, and I wanted to sleep real quick. Gotta sleep, get a little snooze on. We are in Elko because there's a dealership here, and I wanted to modify my truck slightly and show you a couple of things you may run into. I'm running the stock Peterbilt. Now, a lot of you guys, I know you run mods, so this is somewhat going to affect you as well. That's the reason I wanted to show you guys what's up here. So these things may or may not have been covered by other streamers, namely Squirrel, who's had the DLC and played it, and a lot of you guys have probably seen his stuff, but he may not have covered some of this stuff because I think he was driving a stock truck and didn't have any mods in, so he might have not had the issues that I have found. So why did I lose chat? Hello, chat. Reload. There is chat. All right, cool. Tiny Big Man, what's up, buddy? Good to see something new for ATS. Yeah, it is. Moose, I was on Farm Sim and I put it on cruise control and I wasn't paying attention. I drove into the water. Oh, that's not good. Moose, the Roblox page went down, so I came here. All right, man. Can't wait for SES to make a try drive for all trucks. Thomas Hitchens, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so a couple of things I have noticed just briefly with the DLC. Now, I am running the additional accessories add-on for the Peterbilt 389. If you happen to be running that, that's what gives me this bumper, the wing, a couple of different add-ons as far as the pipes that I can use and the headache racks and everything in the back here. Hopefully this will get, I'm sure will adjust this mod, but a couple of things that I have found, because this is a heavy haul package, and by the way, the heavy haul DLC is $4.99 on Steam, that's US. If you buy it today, it's like 10% off, which is $4.49 for you guys. So that's pretty cool, and I will be giving away a couple of copies of that today. Hey! Yeah, I know. That's because that's the guy I am. But anyways, if we come in here to the accessories, there's a couple of things that we can do to our truck to make it a little bit cooler. One of which is we can add the oversized banner to the front. We can also add flags on the tips over here for hauling to make us look like we're really cool and everything. But the problem is if you have any sort of modded bumpers, you're not going to be able to put it on your modded bumpers. It's only going to work on the standard stuff from SES. So the standard stuff will add 2 additional little hole. Well, there is an accessory slot right there if you can get to it, but I can't get to it. That's for bull bars, and that is for all the little dots, and all the little dots doesn't do it. But if I go to the standard, let me get the right bumper here. If I go to the bumper standard, and I think this is the bumper modern, any of the current stuff from SES, any of their bumpers, you'll know you got the right ones. I already forgot what all the SES bumpers look like, right? Because I just don't care about them. But if we come over here and we find like the modern bumper from SES, notice how it's got two slots now on it, 2 additional little bump. If we get the top one, we have the ability to put the oversized load on there, which is nice. You can put that on there, and then you can put the flags on the tips, but you can only put that on if you have an SES bumper right now. If some of the modders start adding that in, then eventually you'll be able to add it on with theirs, but you can only add the flags on if you have the the stock bumper on. Okay, so let's see. General Bear, can't wait until New Mexico. I know, man, really looking forward to New Mexico. The other thing I ran into is, again, I'm running the stock Peterbilt 389, but I am running an accessory pack that lets me put the wing on here. If we come to the hood, you'll see I get a little beacon. I can put the double radiance on top, but look, they appear back here behind the wing. So I can't really utilize the wing with those on there, or they're just going to be obscured by it. But I'm going to put them on there just for giggles. I'm not taking the wing off. The wing just looks too good. So, you know, I like my wing. So those were the 2 things I really noticed that you might run into with the DLC. It's not a game breaker or anything, but I just thought I would point that out to you because of where the beacon placement is, and with this accessory pack. And I know a lot of you guys use the 389 accessory pack. You're going to run into that. And again, if you run a modded truck, you don't even have to worry, because the modded trucks aren't going to have all these features that are added in. That is going to have to be added in by a modder. The other thing is, you may want to change your chassis to a 6x4. It doesn't matter which one you use, but a 6x2 is only going to give you 1 powered axle whereas the 6x4 is going to give you 2 powered axles, and you're going to need that to get your truck into the heavy cargo line. I have seen Squirrel's video where he goes in and he talks about engine torque and everything else like that in order to max out your cargo, heavy cargo numbers. You don't need it. I mean, really, if you get this much, you're good to go. Do you need a retarder? Only if you're European. You know, he was going off about how you needed a retarder on all these trucks and everything. You know, US trucks use engine brakes, Jake brakes. I don't know that many. I mean, I haven't driven a modern truck. I haven't driven a truck in 20 years. So I don't know. We didn't have retarders on any truck I ever drove. And I don't know very many Americans that drive a truck with a retarder on it. But he did make a valid point when he was talking about you do want to make sure you have an engine that's got good torque on it. But I've run the 40. I'm going to run the 455 on the first load we run today, and we'll see what it does as far as pulling power. And then we'll jump up and we'll grab something with like 1800 power and mess around. We'll change the engines out quite a bit today just to see how it goes. But transmission wise, you can get whatever transmission you want. Just make sure you have a good tall gear in it. The particular one I have right now is the 18 speed VXP. It does not have the retarder on it, and it has a 14.4 gear ratio in it, which is fine. You could go with the retarder has an even taller gear in it, so that it will pull even better in first gear. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the gear in this one. So if you get the 18 speed with the retarder in it, it's a 14.4 as well, so you didn't have to worry about it. It's the exact same. The taller gear ratio was on the 10 speed. So anyways, I might even drive the Allison a little bit today, though. I don't know if the Allison can do heavy haul. It doesn't look like it. It's got such a low gear ratio on it. All right, so anyways, I'm not going to change out the engine. I'm not going to change the transmission. We're just going to drive it as is. We're just going to have the flags on the front, have the beacons on the top, just to, you know, make us look cool. On break, working on a car with power issues. Josh Gamer, hello, welcome to the stream. Philip W, hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, that particular song is a little bit loud. Psychotic Puppy, how's the leg? It's doing all right. The knee is what's hurting me right now. As some of you may know, I blew my knee out last week. We still don't use retarders, just Jake brakes. Thank you, R. Bauer. Yeah, I don't know. The Europeans love them some, oh no. Hang on, I gotta scream.
Have you seen the eyes of pain? Have you heard the cry of pain? Have you felt the aching that can ease the pain and sorrow for every woman, every man. I'm waiting.
Oh, sorry about that. I muted while I cursed my computer for a second. Tiny Big Man, thanks for the donation. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it so much. That'll go a long way towards giving a little DLC away today. Yeah, Crash, Boom Bam. Welcome to ATS. Never happens, right? ATS crash? What? No, that never happens. So everything I just did, I gotta do again. Oh, and it put me somewhere else. All right, so all that work I did to get there to Elko, I gotta do over again. Anywho, well, let's go over to the shop in Elko and we'll make our changes again. Everything I already said, we'll say again. No, I'm just kidding. All right. I don't know why it's been having issues today with it. I got the DLC last night at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I spent an hour fighting computer issues just trying to drive the truck and do something. I don't need to change the transmission, don't need to change the engine. All we were doing was cosmetic changes, right? Let's change out the bumper, put the stock bumper on. Right? Oh wait, that one looks like that one will actually... Ah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Put that on there. And we were going to put the flags on. So we had the flags on there. Because the flags are pretty cool. They actually blow in the wind, which is kind of... You know, they actually have an animation to them. And then we'll grab the beacons, put those on the top, confirm our order, and hopefully we won't crash. Good. Make sure we are repaired up. What do y'all say we try to find a job? Oh, we needed to sleep again. All right, and then we'll check the job market. Get a job and actually get something done. All right. Nice truck. Thank you, Joshua. Crash, how you doing? Carly Portick. I guess, dude, if I butchered your name, I'm sorry. But thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Nice truck. You had to do it again. Mobius's virtual Speditor been updated yet? I don't think so. I didn't check. Does it work on MP? Not yet. I'm sure it will be out on MP in a day or two, which is going to be an absolute nightmare when you see how hard it is to drive these trailers. Matt Pike, did I hear that Banky passed away? No, I didn't. Really? I hate to hear that, man. Normal guy, thanks for the sub, man. When did this happen? I'll have to check with Landy on that. I hate to hear that. I mean, there's no secret. Banky and I had a little, I don't know. We just never did really get along very well. We had some issues that stem from something, but he's a good guy. We didn't get along too well because of some grievances that just couldn't get washed away, but I hate to hear that. Let's see. Overkill King 8. What is up, Moose? Not much, man. Alright, let me turn that music down just a little bit long. Usually I turn it down to 28 and it works. It's about right, so. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. Market. We're going to go external contracts because all these trailers will show up in the external contracts. So, and let's go price per distance. Devin Watkins, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so there's the old flatbed trailers and the old loads. Let's see if we can find one of the new ones. If not, I'm going to sleep again. If you buy the DLC, you jump in the game, and the heavy haul stuff doesn't magically appear right off the bat, sleep and do a rest cycle. And usually when your economy updates, you will you'll get them. So external contracts, come on, show me a heavy haul. If not, we'll just go find a heavy haul somewhere and we'll jump to it. Okay, I can't believe there's not one listed in here. Freight market. From here, there we go. All-terrain crane is going over to Oakland. What other options do we have? That's the only one we've got. I guess that's the one we're taking then. Set GPS destination, so we're picking up at the rail yard. According to this, I'm optimized, I guess. So let's go. Yeah, just like every other trailer in the game or every load in the game and everything else like that, these really aren't that heavy, and they aren't that terribly demanding as far as how much load they put on the truck. It really does come down to just the maneuvering on the trailer, and we'll go over the trailer when we hook up everything. And like I said, I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen all this on Squirrel's broadcast from over the weekend, but if not, this will give a lot of you guys your first look at it from somebody who's not European and has actually seen these trailers. No knock on Squirrel, but I watched it and it was like, you know, he definitely doesn't, you know, it was definitely one of those European trailers are much better than your American trailers. And, you know, to be honest with you, they are. But, I mean, not familiar with them a little bit, I would guess. A 12-year-old kid trying to get them out. Not sure what that is. I'm going to tell you, it's going to be, when they put these trailers on the multiplayer, it is going to be a nightmare. So, not on Twitch today, not right now. We'll be on Twitch in a couple hours. I'm going to do a little bit of YouTube today, and then we'll move over to Twitch. I thought I would do 2 streams today. I thought I'd do a little bit on YouTube and then afterwards move over to Twitch and do Twitch the rest of the evening. Partly because I feel like I lose a lot of people. So, that don't know that we're over on Twitch or whatever. So, alright, so we're going freight market and we're taking this guy. There are no trailer options or anything, obviously, so you can't color the trailer or anything else like that. And it is a heavy haul, so we'll go ahead and take that job. Yep, we're good. And to be honest with you guys, I don't like hauling with really heavy, big motors. I've told y'all that before. I mean, I like to have enough power to be able to drive my truck safely and control the load, but at the end of the day, I don't want the big 650 horsepower motors unless I just absolutely have to have it. If I don't need to have it on the truck, then I really don't want it. I like to have to struggle through the gears sometimes. It makes the game a little bit more interesting, you know. If you just put the big motors in and you just power through everything, what kind of challenge does it bring to the game? All right, so let's get out and we'll do let's do the whole developer mode thing. Switch around. Yep. Come on up a little bit so we can take a look at this guy. All right, so we got on this particular part, there's only 2 parts to this trailer. There can be 3 to it. So you've got this piece here is your Jeep, which connects from the truck to the trailer. And in the industry, that is known as a Jeep. Then you've got the trailer itself. And then if you've got a really long trailer that has an extension on the back, I've heard it called a booster. I've also heard it called a stinger. You'll hear it either different terminology. You'll hear Jeep trailer stinger or Jeep trailer booster, which is an extension that goes on the back to help distribute the weight. But that's basically the way American trailers are designed. It is to take the weight and distribute it over more axles, and that's the reason for the way the trucks are. So you've got an articulation point at the 5th wheel on the truck. You've got an articulation point on the Jeep. And then if you have a stinger, the stinger would normally have an articulation point. It depends on how the trailer's made. Some of them have a yoke in the back, and some of them will have another 5th wheel point. And when you deliver these, most of the time, this piece here will disconnect from the trailer, and you can lock the top part to the Jeep for maneuvering around. So all right, but there it is. That is our trailer. Let's go ahead and trailer it up. Pretty cool looking. I see that little like 5th wheel. See that kingpin right there? That's, I don't know why it's got 2 kingpins on it. Different. Alright, so we're all hooked up. Let's switch to the in-cab and we'll start going. Do our little tug test. My trailer brakes aren't working. Hang on. Huh. There they are. Helps when you actually hit the trailer brakes and not the Jake brake. Been a while since I've driven. Alright, let's roll on out of here. And let's see which way we're going on our route. We're going up to the interstate. It wants to take us through Elko. I'm going to go this way to get onto the interstate. It'll be a little bit easier turn to get out of here. All your turns are going to have to be really, really wide on this thing. And the AI, the one thing I'm disappointed in Giants for doing is they did not tune the AI to the truck that you're driving. So when I make this turn, the AI will run me over. There we go. And they'll honk at you and they'll make all kinds of noise. They just don't care. You're gonna have to use your hazards a bit when you need to go into the other lane in order to kind of control your traffic a little bit. That is so cool to see that Jeep. Very, very, very cool. Look at the flags, how the flags actually blow in the wind. When I come to a stop, they actually fall down and move around a little bit like they're blowing in the wind. But then when you actually start moving, they'll flap in the wind. Watch this. Let's see if we can do the old number 7 on them. Hey, that's pretty cool. And that's the same on the back of the trailer as well. The back of the trailer's got them on it as well. And they do that. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. You can fold the front trailer so you can attach it to a normal truck chassis without the Jeep. I got you. That's what that's for then. I got you. That's what they modeled that in for. I got you. I've seen these trailers and I've seen them used. Like I've seen the Stingers that have the little motor on it and the steerable rear end on them, but I've never actually seen. I don't know a ton about them. I know enough. Yeah, I see the fold now in there, or the hinges. Yeah, cool. Get rid of these mirrors. I don't need them. Like I said, I've got the 455 in here, 455 brake horsepower. And it doesn't seem like it's a challenge at all for it to pull this load. But we'll try to get as many big loads as we can today. As far as we'll try to get all of them in today. And we'll see. I'll change if I find a load that it can't handle, then we'll raise the horsepower on the motor up. Which again, I enjoy the challenge of having to hit your shifts going up the hill. There's other people that don't want to. There's people who want to just get in their truck, drive, and then as they're driving, they want to you just sit back and just slam the gas pedal down and drive as fast as possible. Then again, the trucks that are hauling these kinds of loads are purpose built for these loads, All right, for the most part, I'm going to run about 60 or 55, somewhere in there. I'm going to keep it pretty reasonable because, again, we have to slow these things down. A lot of weight on them, so I'm not going to run real fast. The Zim Farmer, why'd you stop playing Transport Fever? Just took a break for it. I get tired of it. I like to play different games. I play all kinds of stuff. I'm trying not to be a one-trick pony, and that's not the way I am in my real life. I don't only play Farm Sim, or I don't only play ATS, or don't only play Transport Fever. They are a game in my library. It's like last night we did some Arma on the live stream, which maybe not a lot of people are into all that, but so that's the reason I do different games, and I'm trying to not pigeonhole myself into one game. And at the same point, I go through spurts. I'll like play a game for 30 days and then I'll get tired of it and won't play it for a while. And and again, I'm like everybody else. I'll get a game and I'll get really excited about it and I'll want to play it nonstop. And then the burnout factor gets real, and I don't know, I could challenge myself not to get burned out by only playing certain times, but darn it, when I get a game that I really enjoy, I'm going to play the heck out of it. Case in point, in the next 14 days, and from anywhere from today to next week, the new version of 7 Days to Die is going to drop. When it drops, I'm going to play it all the time. Okay, now here's where my motor is going to start to suffer a little bit, is on these hills. And rightly so, you know. Got a lot of weight behind here. And if I don't miss my gear shifts, it won't matter that much. But I missed my gear shift a second ago. But yeah, that's the reason I stopped playing Transport Fever. It's not that I don't play it anymore. It's just I'm taking a break from it. And I might go back to it here shortly. There's been a lot going on in my life. And dealing with all of that stuff has taken its toll on me. And I haven't been recording videos. I have just been streaming. I need to get back to recording. And when I get back to recording stuff, some of those games will return. But, you know, this isn't a job for me. It's something I do for fun. So, things change. So, I don't like games like City Life. To be honest with you, Steven. I'm not an A3PL or A3CL kind of guy. That's just not me. I'm not into the role play thing, especially not armor role play. I don't like it. If I was into the RP stuff, when Identity came out, I would jump on Identity and play it. But you know, just not me. I have enough fun playing the other stuff, like, you know, Farm Sim, this. ETS, ATS, you know, flight sim stuff. I'm a sim guy. Arma, I like first person shooters and stuff like that. Arma's real thing that I like for combat. Like, we're playing the Exile mod. You get a little bit of survival in there. You got to build some stuff, so there's some crafting involved with it, as well as there is the whole you know, combat aspect of it. I like that, but I'm not into the, you know, run around and pretend I'm a firefighter guy in a pretend community, pretend life thing. That's just not me. So, hey, Mark Simpson, welcome to the stream. Good evening. Littlefoot 23, hi there. Welcome to the stream. Did I see the Chrome 1100 thing on the mod hub? Yeah, I don't like it. I really don't like it. If you look at the real version of it in real life that is made like that, it is not articulated the way that one is articulated. So I don't really like that part of it. Or at least the model that I've seen that has the hopper all in one with the hopper, it's not articulated. It's a unibody one piece deal. So slow down a little bit here. Put my Jake on. They have a new Car Mechanic 2018. Yeah. I I'm on the list to get it, so I just I sent my contact at Playway a note the other day, just making sure he got me up on it. It's gonna be a lot of the same game, except this time it's gonna have body shop in it. They've added some more. There's a racetrack in it and a few other options in it that are gonna make it really cool. I'm looking forward to checking out 2018 for Car Mechanic when it comes out. We'll play some of that when it comes out. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that one. Playway also has another game coming out this fall that's going to be really neat. It's a house flipping game, which I'm looking forward to that one as well, where you go in, you take a house and you flip it, fix it up, remodel it, and sell it. It's supposed to be pretty cool. A couple of games that are on my radar that I want to get involved with. Oh, come on. How am I liking the heavy haul pack? So far, it's pretty good. I've driven a couple loads in it, and then, you know, we're taking this one. Like I said, I don't know. I still don't feel like the trailers are heavy enough as far as, you know, really putting a load on everything. They look pretty good. And it's like I don't know. I was talking to some people the other day. I wish the rear ends were steerable. As far as when you got ready to park it, I wish you could somehow control the rear end and steer it the way some of them are in real life. The traffic up here and see what they're doing. That van wants to squat on me a little bit. We got 7 hours and 47 minutes to get to our destination, which we are, for those just joining us, we are going to Oakland to the shipping terminal there. And we have 77,500 pounds with our all-terrain crane that we're hauling. Is this guy here. The Rex Tex. I'm sure somebody will get all these modded and have all the proper names on them soon. Hard to really see the trailer though because it is dark right now. Daylight will come up before we're done, I'm sure. I get nervous in all this traffic like this, especially when they keep pulling over and squatting in front of me and then just slow down. Typical come right over your nose. Yeah. And then they start slowing down. It's like a rolling roadblock ahead of me. You just got back into Counter-Strike, you haven't played in 3 months. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's easy. Like I said, it's easy to burn yourself out on a game. And you just need to take a break and find something else. I mean, I sat at my computer Sunday night, literally looking across a screen full of icons and said, I got nothing to play. Which got us all joking because somebody was talking about a meme they had seen that had like a woman standing in front of a closet full of dresses, and the guy's looking at her in disbelief as she looks at the closet and goes, I've got nothing to wear. And then the next part of the meme was a dude sitting in the same dude sitting in front of his computer looking at hundreds of video games going, I've got nothing to play. I wish something good would come out. You know, and that's sort of the way you get. You play something enough, and you get really wore out on it. And you're looking for something fresh. I found myself over the weekend going through all my notes and all the news and everything else like that on different game companies to see who's doing what. Like, when is there a new construction simulator coming out? So, you know, it just, you get to that point where you need something new or you need something fresh. You need to take a break from everything else that you do. So hence the reason why I'm back into Arma for a little bit, playing Exile mod. I saw Recon play the other night that he got back into Exile and started playing it, and I watched a little bit of his video and was like, I want to do that again so bad. So I downloaded all the mods and I started playing again. So how do you get the beacons to reflect? You got to turn them on. The O on the keyboard is your turns the beacons on. The king of men of Roblox. Hello, Uncle Moose. Hello. Adele. I can't read that name. It's so long. But welcome to the stream, Mr. Omar. I can't read. I gotta. First of all, you know, I gotta look at your name. It's really long and figure out how to say it and not wreck at the same time, and that's not going to work. So, but welcome to the stream. Good evening to you. Yeah, City Skylines is a fun game to play. I mean, that's the reason I have games like Transport Fever, you know, City Skylines, Train Fever. What else do I have that's like one of those just kill hours today? I mean, Ark's that way for me. Ark for me, just, I don't know, grind games are relaxing to me until they just burn me out on them. Check my mirrors a little bit here. Doing good on fuel, doing good on rest. We'll probably have to sleep when we get over to the Reno area. We're on the other side of Reno here at the truck stop. There we go. Let's look at the details on our load real quick. We got 10 hours to get there, so we probably can't sleep. Probably just got to truck on. How much time till we need to sleep again? 7 hours? Yeah, we're good. Ooh, going through the mountains here would be fun. Actually, coming back the other way through the mountains would be a huge challenge. Reeves Gaming 48, thanks for the sub. Welcome to the channel. Good evening. Yeah, guys, when we get to Oakland and we drop this load off, I will be giving away a copy of the DLC today. So stick around for that. Probably give away a DLC every time we drop a load off today, I think. This is a way to give back to you for your support and say thank you for watching the channel and hanging out with me. Thank you for the greet. Watch from Singapore. Oh, thanks, man. I'm glad you enjoy it. Alright. Grab that gear there. Probably gonna have to drop into 6 overdrive here in just a second. Maybe not. Maybe you just stay in 7 direct. Yep, make it back into 7 overdrive. Nice. Now we gotta slow up. And we gotta go into the way station. You hate that beeping when I'm trucking? Yeah. Yeah, it just says you gotta stop. You know? Alright, so our gross weight is 119,000 pounds. How do the beacons reflect off of the ground? Well, it's got rolling beacons on the top of it. It's got rotators on top. And a little over rev there. Chris Webb, I've been playing a game on Gawkbox, but it hasn't shown me any tip to you. Do you have an account? I don't think it shows you when you get a tip to the person. I don't know. I don't know that it actually, like, because the game itself doesn't know that you're doing a sponsored tip. It's just something that is monitored. I don't know how exactly it works, to be honest with you. Come on. There we go. Get into 7 low. But yeah. Am I broadcasting on Twitch? No. Only on YouTube right now. Here's the deal, guys. When I'm on Twitch, I cannot broadcast on YouTube. So, what I decided I would do is do like 2 hours on YouTube and then move over to Twitch and finish out the night on Twitch. That way I could at least say, hey, what's going on, to a lot of people who don't go over to Twitch. I think a lot of people still don't realize that I'm streaming on Twitch and haven't made the move. So that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this stream today, is just so that people are aware that, you know, I'm doing a stream. And then after we do a couple hours over here, we'll move over to Twitch and we'll finish out the evening on Twitch. Because I still need to be over on Twitch and, you know, try to build up my audience over there. Speed down just a little bit. I know it can get a little confusing. I'm trying to figure out what's best for, you know, the channel, as far as to keep you guys up to date on what's going on, as well as fulfill my needs to try and diversify and everything else like that. And you know, like some nights I just don't feel like making a little quick video that goes, hello everybody, and jumping through that extra hoop to get a alert video up that says, hey, I'm over on Twitch streaming. So you know, which I assume that if everybody opts in over there or follows, you guys will get the notifications off of that. But I'll try to do a better job with it. But today's one of those days, like when you've got something like this DLC that comes out, I think it warrants doing a little bit of a stream on YouTube and then a little bit of a stream on Twitch for both audiences. I do think the audience is a little bit different over on Twitch. Or the people there, because there are some people that watch YouTube exclusively and there are some people that watch Twitch exclusively. So I gotta lock my crack IR when I go to read chat. James just scored you some free food. Nice. Greedy Bananas, thanks for the sub. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate it, buddy. Welcome to the herd. You have an account, just wondering because nothing popped up showing me you earned anything. Huh. Yeah, I've never, I think I did it once, but I don't remember if I saw a pop-up that said that I got a tip. Blazing Chaos, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. Thanks for the sub. John Sleeper, what's up, Banana? Thomas Blackburn, how you doing, buddy? Tim St. John, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Oh, slow down so I don't get a speeding ticket. I really should probably, with this load, just 55 all the time, to be honest with you. I ran 60 through Nevada, but really, probably with this size load, you probably want to run 55. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a over-the-road, oversized load trucker or anything else like that, so I don't know all the restrictions, but I would assume there are some restrictions for oversized loads that they have to adhere to. I know there are some loads that, like, you can only drive during daylight hours and you can't drive them during rush hour without a special permit and everything, and I don't think any of these loads would qualify for that. Those are like really wide loads and such, and they'd really have to change everything in the game in order to get something like that in. The nice thing about these, though, is when they actually put them on the multiplayer, which they got the heavy cargo pack into multiplayer for ETS almost immediately. It was like the next day, or maybe 2 days, and they got it in there. So it might be just a series they get it in pretty quick. Maybe with the next day or so that it'll be a multiplayer. I will tell you this, I'm in no rush to jump on the multiplayer with these. It is going to be a nightmare, and it's going to be another vehicle that trolls can use just to make people miserable. So yeah, I will hold off on jumping on there, because it's going to be fun trying to get into there with this thing. As long as they are, and as wide of turns as you have to make, people will be a trolling. Alright, I'm gonna drive exterior cam on some stuff today, and I suck at exterior cam stuff, so bear with me. But I want to drive exterior so you guys can see the trailer actually do its thing. This one's not nearly as bad as the other one is. Even more chaos than normal? Oh yeah. Yeah, when you get into these places like the freight yard and things like that, and especially the way you've got to maneuver to get into the freight yards with these, it's going to be an especially chaotic time. Which way you guys want to turn? You want to go left or right? Honestly, there's no good option here, and this is where the traffic becomes a nightmare, because in order to make a left turn here, you really need to swing out to the left a little bit. I mean, to make the right turn, I really need to swing out here and make this turn, and I needed to travel down that lane a bit. We'll see if I can hold it. Oh, just barely. Let that bus go. The traffic is unforgiving though. They don't have it tuned. So you may hit a few vehicles. You may take the front end off of a car or two, because you may be slipping around and trying to make a turn, and a car will come up in there, and you might cut that corner just a little bit and take its corner off. They should add doubles too. Yeah, that is coming out later on this summer. I imagine that's coming out in the next, well, they've already said it's coming out in the next update. So when that next update is your guess is as good as mine. I don't care about doubles. These trailers are all right. I want some more map. I want some more roads to drive, because I've driven all of these roads a million times, and I am ready to drive some new roads. All right. Oh, I may have messed up here. I didn't realize this is where this parking zone is. You got to get way over quickly. Hug that edge. So you've got different parking spaces as well for all of these loads, because backing these trailers up can be a nightmare and takes a lot of practice. Haha, there we go. So all of these parking spots are different than what your standard parking spots are. But there we have it. That's our first load in the books. Let's get paid. Cool. And we got 46,000 for that. A little bit of XP. Good, good, good. Let's see. Now multiplayer also, though, it will finally give you a use for the pilot cars in multiplayer, which will be nice. Let's see. Y'all all wanted me to go left. Let's see, an official cab over. Ugh, I don't like cab overs. Sorry. How many loads do you normally do in a string? It just depends. I don't count loads. I go by how many hours I do. All right. So as promised, we are going to give away a heavy haul DLC today. Let me get logged into Nightbot here. And we'll do a little giveaway. Everybody likes giveaways, right? Who likes giveaways? All right, let's log out of there and log into there. See, Imagination Plays likes giveaways. All right. I gotta be honest, I haven't seen a ton of cab over heavy haul trucks in my life, though. Not here in the States. They may exist, but I don't see them. Most of them you see are like the ones we're driving today, but that's an American thing. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give away a copy of the DLC for the heavy haulage or the heavy cargo pack for American Truck Sim right now. So if you want to get it, I'm gonna ask you to put in a phrase into chat, and then I'll give everybody a couple of minutes to register, and then once everybody is registered, we will we'll give it away. So let's see. What should we do for it today? Let's see. Well, let's just say All right. So I've got to enter this into chat. Hang on one second. All right, for those of you who haven't done this before, the basic way it works is I'm going to put a phrase in chat. You just need to copy and paste it back into chat to be entered. Only do it once. All the capitalization has to be exactly the same, so just go ahead and do it. Just copy paste the phrase I put in there, and then that way you can enter to win. It shouldn't go without saying, this is through Steam. Steam has changed the way they do their giveaways. So you will have to friend me on Steam, and then I will send you the gift through Steam, all right? So anyways, let's go ahead and get our phrase up there. Go ahead and copy paste that in. Freddie EM, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But anyways, phrase is up. Go ahead and enter it in real quick, guys, if you want to win. Just the end part. Well, Turtle Gaming 036 or 0365. Welcome to the stream. Just the last part of it. Just give me that big old trailer. Copy paste that in for me real quick. You gotta have a copy of ATS. I have to gift it directly to you, so I will have to get you to give me your name on Steam so I can friend you on Steam. Anyways, how's everybody doing? Hope y'all are doing well. Well, Turtle Gaming 06 or 0365. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome to the herd. Couple of minutes on this, and then we'll do the drawing. Then we'll haul another load. Then we'll do another drawing. Like I said, we'll probably run for a couple hours, and then I will move over to Twitch. I'll probably take like a 30-minute break or something in between the streams, and then start her back up on Twitch. I don't know. Your primary account was only subscribed. Oh, that's cool. What was your primary account? I had a rough day today. It was my 1 month with my girlfriend, and she broke up with me today. Hate that. AMR 15, welcome to the stream. Ouch. Oh man, my knee hurts so bad. Day off from class because my instructor had to do training. Cool. Man, I gotta be honest with you, man. I did not expect the DLC to drop today. Well, I kind of did. I mean, Squirrel's been showcasing them, and then they've been dropping midweek, so it didn't surprise me. But I was hoping it didn't, because today is the day the stream team for 7 Days to Die got it. Xbox Nix Xbix, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. I was kind of wanting to watch some of their live streams, but... And then I was hoping to get on Arma and go get some more money together. Or raiding the zombie zone, but just is what it is. Quentin Moose is falling apart. Yep, pretty much. What's up, Rambo? Good evening. Anyways, all right, last call. If you haven't entered already, make sure you enter for that giveaway. The phrase is "Give me that big old trailer." Couple more seconds, and then we'll do our drawing. Yeah, YouTube's been doing that. You know, they'll say they'll say that they don't unsub people, but a lot of people keep coming to me telling me that they've gotten unsubbed. It is what it is. It's another reason why I'm diversifying over to Twitch, to be honest with you guys. So this is the SES truck. This is the stock SES truck, Logan. Stock SES truck. The only thing is I'm running the SES. I'm running the mod that gives me some extra flair for it. Extra accessories. I think it's called 38389. We'll look at it in a minute. I'll pull it up for you and let you see. Like SES extras or something like that. All right, let's do this. Let's give this away. Good luck, everybody. Nightbot. Roll. Zachary Glaman. Welcome, 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 and congratulations. Congrats. Zachary, I need to know your name on Steam. If you don't watch YouTube Vibs for a month, they unsubscribe you from their account. Interesting. Well, I need to make sure that everybody watches a video once a month. All right. Congratulations, Zachary. I spelled your name wrong. Who's that? Oh, John, you spelled my name wrong. It's funny. All right, Zachary, I need to know what your name is on Steam. So what is your account name on Steam? You can either put it in chat or you can send me a direct message on Discord. That way I can add you to my Steam friends list, and that way I can go ahead and send you that DLC. It's up to you. If you don't want to do it through chat, just send me a direct message on Discord or through my Facebook account. One of the three. You're trying to find it? All right, cool. Should be right there. If you go to the top of if you're in Steam, it'll say store, library, community, and then it'll have your name. Whatever your profile name is, or you can go down to profile and it'll tell you what your profile name is. All right. Just send it to me either through Facebook or send it to me in a direct message over on Discord. If you don't know where those are at, look down in the show notes. There'll be a link to my Facebook account. Oh, you found it? Cool. Copy. Add a friend. Add a friend. There are no users that search that name. Send me a text or send me a message either on Facebook or send it to me on a direct message over on Discord, and I'll get with you after the stream and get it to you, because that's not coming up when I do a search for it. Add a friend. Search. Yeah, it's not coming up. So we'll go through it together after the stream is over, and I'll find it and get it to you, okay? But yeah, Facebook or jump on Discord and send me a private message on there. All right, let's get back to the game. I should get back to driving some trucks. So what was profiles? Yeah, I want to get out of here. This could lock my game up, but let's do this real quick. Mod manager. And if we come in here, the name of the mod that I'm using. SEX Truck Extra Parts is the mod I'm using. Semi Fran 171, and that's what I have that gives me the turbo wing on top. Really, that's the only thing I'm using on this particular truck is that turbo wing. There's some other things I could add, but yes, I want to exit the mod manager. All right, so let's get back into my account here. All right. So yeah, those accessories that add on is really just, I mean, there's a lot of them in there, but it adds the wing on. That's the only real thing I'm using that makes this truck any different. I could add the fenders on with it, but anyways. All right, let's drive. We need to sleep somewhere real quick. Need to sleep a little bit, and then we'll grab another load. Luckily, we're right here at the Oakland docks, and there should be a place to sleep right here, unless they've changed it. It doesn't look like they have. I should be able to either pull in right here. Let's turn those beacons off. I know I can do it on the other side of the rails. I don't know if you get the trigger right here. Nope. There's the parking lot. Alright, so let's shut everything off, sleep, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll again. Probably just pick a load up here. I'm guessing there's got to be a heavy haul somewhere in here, but we'll look. And we'll start off with the external contracts, see what we find in this particular area. We find, let's see, we got at Plaster and Sons, we got a bulldozer that we can get. We just took the all-terrain crane, so we're not going to do that. Bulldozer at Plaster and Sons going over into Arizona. Oh, there's a lift truck that'll take us not too far, actually. A lot of dozers, Nothing coming out of here either, so if there's anything else heavy haul. Nope. All right, and just so I can look real quick, I'm gonna check the freight jobs just to see if there's anything coming out of the shipping terminal here in Oakland. Oakland shippers got some forklifts. That's not heavy haul. All right, so it is the freight contracts for sure. All right, let's take the bulldozer down to Barstow, or do you guys want to go lift truck to Stockton? What do you guys think? What you think? There's a crawler tractor also that we could take from here at the shippers down to Carlsbad, or a bulldozer to Santa Cruz. I really don't like that run. Let's see, bulldozer to San Maria. Lift truck. Well, it's the same person saying lift truck. A lot of lift trucks. All right. Want to see you drive a trailer with a Jeep and a booster. I know, man. I don't have a load yet that's got the stinger on the back of it. You got to get one of the asphalt scraper or the lift truck that actually has the boom already on it. We'll try and find one. I mean, I want to drive it, you know, to be honest with you. The lift truck's just such a short run, guys. You sure that's what you want? I got some tractors now. By tractor, do you mean the dozer or the tractor? Tractor's only 55,000 pounds. It's not much. Dozer, tractor. All right, couple of tractors. Moose, we do a load with you. No. I'm not in multiplayer. This isn't a multiplayer, Tim. All right, we'll take the reach truck, or we'll take the lift truck, and then we'll grab another load right after there. How long is it got to be? 15 hours to get it done? All right. And we're picking that up at the HMS. All right, 94,000 pounds is what we're hauling this time. So we got to go up to the HMS just to pick up the load. I hauled the tractor earlier. They, instead of calling it a case, they call it a CASE. K-A-S-E. Which I guess could be also a case. Go ahead and fuel up before we get going. Do I use a wheel? Yes, I use G27. Well, there's only one lift truck now, but eventually we'll get all the loads, even if I have to jump cities to get loads. I'm gonna haul all the trucks or all the trailers. Ooh, the public truck down there is causing a little bit of a traffic jam. Having a bit of an issue. Must be Rambo driving down there. I don't know that I've ever driven with Rambo in ATS. That's got to be a sight. Now that I've seen him drive in Arma and Farm Sim, I'm pretty sure Rambo driving in ATS has got to be a Ute. Got to be a wreck fest. Kind of like watching Adam drive, I guess. Not that I'm driving much better right now. Well, we got a bobtail over to the HMS, pick up our load, and then we'll go from there. How do you get multiplayer for ATS? You go to truckersmp.com, download their application, and that will get you set up for multiplayer. You have to have at least 2 hours in ATS before you can do that. Before you can actually drive it, but... you use a Thrustmaster, cool. Yeah, I mean, I bought my G27 primarily for farm sim when I originally bought it. I'm happy with it. If I ever buy a new one, I'll buy something really, really nice to do racing with and everything. It depends on how much racing I do as to what I get for my next wheel and shifter. Am I using a mod? No, we're using the DLC that came out today. Shut it, and yes, you've actually commented that I'm one of the best drivers in ATS. I find that hard to believe. You'll have to bring up a recording of that to prove it. What is this? 30-mile-an-hour speed zone through here. Whoop. Can't be going there trying to read chat. It's such a mistake. All these squatters. Moose, did you ever drive in ATS or ETS with Landy? Yeah, a long time ago. Brad Johnson, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Welcome, 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 welcome. HMS is way over here. Got how far away it was. Yeah, Landy, Recon, Banky, me, we used to all drive together some. Recon and I drove a lot with Landy for a bit. Actually, originally it was Landy, Recon, me, and Raven drove some with us as well. Deputy P never really got into ATS because it was just kind of boring to him. Yeah, we used to all drive together some. When ATS first came out, we all drove together. Let's see. Tim St. John. I do. You're gonna find my video of it then. All right, cool. I wonder how many Auburn fans are in chat wanting to cuss me out. Oh, they all take their stabs at me. Everybody takes a stab at me because of my truck, regardless of who they are, you know? If you're not an Alabama fan, you hate my truck. It's like, why? I'm just proud of my alma mater. It's where I went to school, and it's like part of my life. So, unlike most people who, you know, cheer for a school or whatever, they never went there. I actually went to school there, and it played a huge part in my life, or a huge role in my life. Holy cow, where do I have to go to get this load? Oh, I know where I'm picking it up now. I know where I'm picking up. I forgot about this place being way out here. Well, there she is. Seems like I might be a little off. All right, cool. All right, take a look at what we got here. Let's go ahead and trailer it. And we'll jump into the developer's cam. If I can get it right side up. There we go. So this is what we are hauling, which is basically a Connex loader, I think is what this is. It's the base for a loader that you would use to load Connex boxes at a shipping yard. Sort of like a big, huge telehandler. Because when you see the actual one with the boom on it, it's got a T-frame on it, or an I-frame on it, excuse me, that looks like it's to pick up Connex boxes. It's still just the Jeep and the trailer. There's no booster on this one. No stinger. Looks good. All right, let's get overhead view going. Actually, let's do this. Let's go developer cam. Let's go out here. And turn around and we'll watch it come out from here. Right? There. How about that? Have the brake on? Let's get rid of that. Will there be another giveaway? Yes, there will be another giveaway. Look at the size of that thing compared to the truck. That's hilarious. All right, let's look at our route that it's given us to go. The route it's given us might not be the best one, but we'll just take it. Yeah, we'll take what they're giving us. All right, let's turn our beacons back on. Don't hit the cop. Don't hit the blue truck. Don't hit the next car, or the next car, or the next car after that, which I'm not going to get any luck here with traffic. Is it telling us to turn right here? Please tell me it's not telling me to turn on that thing. Hang on. Oh, it is. It's taking us down this one lane road. You gotta be kidding me. We're gonna take some scrub brush out here and maybe a stop sign. Oh. I was about to say a minute ago, I hope it doesn't give me any of these loads and tell me to go down these little one-way roads. Yeah, I mean, I looked at the map. I didn't realize this was still a one-way road. Silly me. All right. That's a whole lot of weight for this truck to be hauling up this little road. The motor is definitely challenged on this, with it being a 455. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Stay out wide here. Trying to stay out so you guys can see the trailer and how all of it works. I'm gonna go back in first person though. I like driving first person. I'm doing all right. Let's get out wide over here now. It actually trails pretty good. You know, I actually had to be nearly as wide as I was taking it. I'm actually glad we came this way. That was a different sort of run. And with this truck having to pull that hill was fun. Different. Not the same thing. I think we're through the worst of it. We should be coming up on the main road here in just a bit. Thankfully, there's no traffic on this little road. Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh, Tiny, man, you gave me a heart attack. Tiny Big Man with the $5 donation. Just almost made me pee in my pants. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody say thanks to Tiny. That donation will pay for another giveaway here in just a bit. Oh, we got another hill to climb over here. I'm going to try and get a head of steam up for this. It ain't going to happen. Starting to get dark on us now. Are you allowed to rest when hauling heavy? Yeah. I mean, it's just like anything else. This is just a short little run, though. I mean, it's not much of a run at all. Come on, car, go. I'll tell you the one thing I like though is missing gears, isn't it? The one thing I like is hauling this trailer with this small of an engine. It gives me a reason to use all of my basement gears on my 18 speed instead of just using 1, 2, you know, just jumping from direct to direct. It gives you the reason to use all of your different gears that you have at your disposal in the basement, and then when you jump up you'll use all of them as well. So because normally I would just jump 1, 2, 3, 4, then I'd go into 5 low, 5 high, 6 high, you know, vice versa, or whatever, you know, so forth, so on. With this trailer being so heavy and this engine being a little underpowered for it, it forces me to use the granny gear. It forces me to use, you know, 1 low and 1 high. So I kind of like that aspect. Turn that high beams off. I don't like high beams. Not much of a high beam kind of guy. But this much truck and that big of a load on the back of it, it really is. I mean, I'm foot to the floorboard right now and barely making, you know, 55 miles an hour, 53. It's everything it can do. Aiden, I'll do giveaways when I do giveaways. There's no schedule. I just give them away when I feel like it. Alright, so we're getting off up here at the Stockton exit. Oh man, this truck will not pull a low gear with this trailer. Just won't do it. Alright, I need to wait for that bus to go. Alright, making our load in here at Plaster and Sons. And again, with this trailer, wait a little bit longer than you normally would to make your turn. And then hold your turn a little bit so that you can actually make your turn and get your trailer squared up a little bit. Not hit a telephone pole or something. Alright. Pull this in. I'm going to almost aim for the fence here. Oh. Oh man, don't forget how wide your load is. Oops. Forgot my load was a little bit wider than my truck. Oh, that's funny. Oops. Alright. Yeah, them dark tires on there, I forgot how wide they were. Should be pretty good right there. Crazy, crazy, crazy load. All right, let's go ahead and set that one in there. Luckily, only the light pole got hit by the tire, right? So it, it doesn't do any damage to the tire, and light pole's fine. All right. Timo's Universe, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. Good afternoon. Thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. That was a sturdy light pole. Yes, it was. They're well made, you know. I think there's a law that light poles in a construction yard have to be extra durable. That way that they don't get busted up too bad. All right, that's another load down. I know why y'all wanted me to take that short load. Don't think I don't know. Oh man. Yeah, guys, don't send me friend requests on YouTube if you don't win DLCs. I don't take friend requests on Steam, or not friend requests on YouTube. Don't send me Steam friend requests. I've had some bad issues with Steam requests or Steam friends. You know, just jumping into games that weren't locked or something, and I don't add people onto my friends list just randomly on Steam. So don't send me friend requests if it's not for a DLC, please. I'm not going to accept it unless we're actually playing together on stuff. All right, I was just checking to see if I had that in there. All right, guys, let's go ahead and do another giveaway. Let's give away another DLC. Zachary was our last winner. Let me make a note of that. All right. All right, so we're going to do another giveaway. Same thing, we're giving away this time. We're giving away a DLC for the heavy haul or heavy cargo mod. Hot Rod Gaming, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the sub. So yeah, that's what we're giving away today. And let me figure this out. All right. Frederico Tech, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Thank you. So again, we're going to give away the DLC for the heavy haul for ATS. If you don't have it, you can go ahead and enter. Here's what you're going to do. I'm going to give you another phrase to enter in. You'll just copy and paste the phrase in, and that will cue you into the entry. Only do it one time. And again, instead of typing it out, just copy paste what it says. You know, it'll say to enter, you know, type in the following and just do that. And that will get you entered into the contest. Pirate Bass or Pirata Bass, welcome to the stream. All right, guys, good luck to you. Again, you have to be on Steam. This has to be given to you through Steam. I'm going to take a 2-minute break while you guys enter into the contest. So go ahead and get everything, get your entries in, and when I get back, we'll do our drawing. All right, we're back. What was that? Was that Tuno Masalu? Didn't see it good. Anyways, welcome to the stream. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and do our drawing now. Find out who our winner is gonna be. And if you don't win this time, don't worry. I have more to give away. All right. And again, you'll just need to send me your name as it appears on your Steam account, as far as what your username is on Steam. That way I can friend you, and then once we're friends, I can send you the game. All right. Robert Relay, welcome and congratulations. Congrats to Robert. All right. Alrighty, congrats to Robert. He is our winner this time. Just as it says, send me either through my Facebook account or as a direct message on YouTube. Excuse me, not YouTube. Direct message on Discord. Join our Discord and send me a direct message on there with your username for Steam. That way I can send you a friend request. Zachary, make sure you do the same thing, and that way I can get you guys your DLCs. All right. Cool. Let's continue on with our festivities today. I'll probably go for one more load here on YouTube, take a little break, and then we'll go over to Twitch and finish out the evening over on Twitch, guys. So let's see. We shouldn't be too tired after that one, so we should be able to find another load. All right, so at Plaster and Sons here, we've got a bulldozer that we can haul. We've got the cable reel, which I think is the lightest load you can get. It may be that that case articulated tractor may be the lightest one you can get, but we got the cable reel, which would be a nice long drive. Be interstate most of the way. The dozer's a long drive also. And let's see, Pioche, that'll go back through Nevada. A lot of secondary roads. All right, so that's through there. Let's go into the freight market and see what the freight market's got from here. Freight market's got none. No heavy hauls through there. So we'll go into external contracts and we'll take it out of there. Which external contracts are constantly changing, so every time you come in here, it might be a little bit different. All right, so we can go to Nogales, or we can take the cable reel down to Phoenix. Bullsbrook. I don't know. I think we'll take the bulldozer. I was hoping to get one that would have the the booster on the end of it, or the stinger on the end of it. I don't see one though. I was hoping the contract would upgrade and I'd find one. A lot of cable reel being moved. Yeah, looks like it's going to be a Stockton run to... I think we're going to go to Nogales. I think that's which one we'll run. You say go to Phoenix. To Phoenix, go to Phoenix. I can go to Phoenix. All right, we'll take the cable to Phoenix. We can do the bulldozer later. All right. That'll be an easy one for this truck. Synchronizing. All right. And it's right here in front of us, so we don't have to really go far to get it. Well, the dozer pays better because it's a further haul. It's price, you're getting price per mile. I mean, it's going to pay better because it's a longer haul and it weighs more. I didn't even pay attention to the drop off. Same trailer, just a big old reel of cable. So let's get her going, get out of here. Sir Williams, welcome, welcome, welcome. Gotta get all that RG6 to charter. Why didn't I take the crane? We've already hauled the crane. Hauled the crane first. Tory Gamer HD, welcome to the stream. Federico Tech, what's up? How you doing, buddy? Craig Dodds, welcome to the stream. Velds, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for that sub. Appreciate it. Alright, I'm going back first person. Drive a little bit in cab. See how that thing swings in and cuts that corner? Oh, Speedy Gonzalez here, almost run me over. Get on past me. I hate that. They come flying up there, change lanes, and then they slow way down. Need to readjust my track IR real quick. Sea Bull Rider 24, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. Thank you for your sub, appreciate it. Welcome, guys. Hey, don't forget to follow us over on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/Mr. Moose Gaming. I'll be over there this evening streaming some more ATS, so if you enjoy it and you want to see some more of the heavy haul DLC, make sure you come over there. and watch later on tonight when we're over there. Like I said, this will probably be my last run on YouTube. I'll take a little break and then we'll come back and finish up the evening over on Twitch. David Van Mitter just had a horrible time getting a heavy haul trailer to trigger in a parking area. Ooh. 20 minutes to get it right. Pretty crazy. Yeah, you got to get it right. It's not easy. They give you pull-throughs, but you got to hit them just right. There's not a whole lot of tolerance. The first load I took early this morning, I was like, oh, this is going to be a breeze, you know? So I pulled in there and I was a little catty-cornered, and yeah. And I didn't quite get it. You got to straighten that trailer up a little bit. Which I'll tell you, if you got to back one of these up, you got to make really small corrections. If you got to go really wide or crazy to get it, you're going to have problems. You're better off just to try to turn through the lot if you can, and then go pull back around. Whoa, 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 whoa. I done messed up here, man. Oh, I shouldn't have been in this lane. Ah, wrong gear. I am hosed. Pack a lunch and eat right now. We're gonna be here for a little bit. Yep, should have been in the left lane. What did I do in the morning? I went to the doctor. Oh, you mean early this morning? What truck did I drive? I took the case, the articulated case tractor. Oh, are you serious? Yeah, I'm about to drive. I'm about to drive down the median. Okay. Alright, yep, I know that's not a proper way to do things, but proper people would know how to drive right there, and we wouldn't have been in that situation. So sometimes you got to go outside the box when the game gets a little stupid. What are we hauling? We have got on a 65,000 pound cable reel. There's what we got going. Let me get the right button clicked here. There she be. Get my cruise control set up here. And we'll just cruise along here and see what kind of trouble we can get into. Oh, that's unfortunate sign placement. How this one goes. You know, here's what I will say. Now that the SCS has figured out how to make flags flip in the wind, maybe they'll give us antennas. I'm just saying. It'd be nice to have CB antennas off of your mirrors, whipping in the wind, moving. I mean, there's some modders that have made them do it, and they made them work. You would think at some point SCS could do the same thing. Be nice. I'm just saying. I like to get more customization on my truck, especially in the multiplayer universe. I want to make my truck stand out a little bit or be unique from every other Peterbilt driving down through there. So it's harder at night. You can't see the rear of the trailer. Yeah, I was a little shocked there's no beacon on the back of them, but I don't know that in the US there are. I don't know that I've ever seen a beacon on the back of a trailer, to be honest with you, here in the States. That's what them flags are for. Nice. Does it handle any different all in big loads? The truck doesn't seem to handle any different, no. I mean, it bogs down more on the hills. You definitely have that aspect of it now. And with that big, you know, loader assembly that we took a little while ago, whatever it was, the crane, the base of it, that definitely, with all that weight, was bogging me down and making me use a granny gear on the truck, because I am using a smaller motor. I've only got the 455 in this particular truck right now, so it did do pretty good. But I can definitely, there are some times when you do get a bit of drag. I don't like to ride on the emergency lane. I like to drive legit, as legit as possible in the game. I don't like to use the emergency lanes. I don't like to pass where I shouldn't be passing or anything else like that. But there are times when the AI is just so stupid that you got to go. I'm not going to sit for 30 minutes at that, you know, and that's a merge lane onto a, from, you know, basically that is an interchange between two interstates, and it just, they don't bottleneck that terribly bad. Well, I guess sometimes at rush hour they will. We did have some pretty good bottlenecks in Nashville at rush hour, where one on-ramp would lead straight into a transition. So I can't say you don't have that, but you, at night, you probably wouldn't have it unless there was a car wreck. Now, Federico, now that you say that, I think I have, like, if I've seen somebody moving a mobile home at night, like single wide pieces, I think I have seen them have little yellow lights on the back of them. So maybe you do have to have a beacon on the back of them for that. Right, you should have a rest area up here. We're going to have to stop and sleep. Should be good on fuel. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, man, they should have fixed this. I don't think there's parking out here by the street to sleep. Oh, y'all realize what's coming up, right? In order to rest, you gotta pull into the... Wow, that guy's an idiot. You gotta pull in here to rest, which means you gotta back out. Which, as long as you come in straight and you don't stall and you don't decouple your trailer by accident, you should be all right. Now I gotta pull forward. There we go. Recouple. All right, pull up just a little bit more. Can I rest? No, I can't rest here. Try this one more time. All right. I guess I gotta be in the lane right next to me. What in the world? All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cheat. Since the game doesn't want to behave. Aha, there's a solution for everything. Just leave your load right in the middle of the area. All right, now we can get going again. I see a patch that needs to be done. Yeah, I kind of see that too, man. I think they need to patch the traffic too, to where if you've got the oversized loader, if you've got the beacons on, traffic stands off a little bit more. Of course I gotta go through the way station. I guess the trick it would be though is don't stop at the fuel depots. Stop at the way station up here and rest, because at least you can pull straight into those. Yep, seems like a little bit of an oversight though on their part not to fix that. And even this has got a little bit of a Come on, red car. I didn't want to rear end that police officer. You'd hate to pull in a motel with that thing? Yeah, I know. That would be a nightmare. Yeah, I would think they'd have to widen up the scales a little bit in order for those, like if you wanted to take that previous load that we took for the loader, as wide as it is. Get our speed down just a little bit. All right, Zachary, take it easy, man. Make sure you send me your username over to Facebook, or send me a message over on Discord. That way I can get you your DLC. Well, have a good day, man. Yeah, most in real life in the States, I know any like seriously heavy haul, oversized load, stuff like that you haul, those routes are planned out really meticulously, because you've got to have certain permits, and the permits are for certain times, and you know, so if you're going from, you just don't drive from California to Nevada with a load. You've got to go pull permits for everywhere you're going, and make sure that everything's in line for where you're hauling. And like I said, some of them have restrictions on, depending on what you're hauling, some of them have restrictions on what times you can drive through certain municipalities. James Drake, it'd be nice if you could rest on an exit ramp like in real life with a heavy haul. Be interesting. Oops. Trying to read chat. Yeah, James, I think the reason they do dedicated stop points is, well, you got to have the triggers for the game. And two, it adds to the challenge of the game, right? I mean, you can't just, I don't know, I don't think they could put one continuous rest zone all the way on all the exit ramps, though they might be able to. I don't know how the triggers are done. But part of the quote-unquote challenge for the game side of this is to hit all your rest points, with the fatigue. And of course, there's not everybody drives with fatigue turned on. A lot of people turn the fatigue off. I like to leave it on. More realistic. Aiden Morrison, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel, welcome. Thanks for joining us today, and thanks for joining the herd. Glad to have you. Come on, don't do this to me. Oh, Frederico! Thanks for startling me. Frederico Tech! Oof. Thank you for the donation, buddy. Appreciate it. Everybody say thank you for his $2 donation, and for the heart attack he just gave me, and for the fact that I was focusing on the car behind me getting out of the way so I could make the lane change and not run into the guardrail up there, and then all of a sudden that startled me. You had good timing with that one, man. Good job, good job. All right. Why do people wait till Mr. Moose, you are in a pickle to donate? I don't think they do it on purpose, but I think Tiny does, but it's alright. Hey, they want to scare the snot out of me? Hang on, I gotta check something real quick. That's what I thought. I saw that and I was like, no, there's no reason I should be getting off the interstate right here. I should be going up to the exchange. Or interchange anyways. Yeah, we should be getting off here. There we go. All right. Yeah, it is. It's because everybody's waiting to hear me fall on the floor one day when it just completely catches me off guard and scares the bejeez out of me. Chris Reeves, thanks for coming by, man. Have a good day. Reset our speed here at 55. Part of me wants to get in that right lane, but the other part of me says that might be a trick. Yeah. It's a trap. All right, let's read some more. Why is Renault either totally love or hated trucks? I don't know. Don't know. Is there a Mac dealership on the game? Not yet. Not yet. I mean, you can get some modded trucks that are Macs, but there's not a good Mac in the game yet. Officially, there's no Mac. Officially, there's only Peterbilt and Freightliner. Which is what's really frustrating. I don't understand. I mean, I do understand, but I don't. It seems ridiculous to me at this point. There's not additional trucks in the game yet. I can't see how other dealerships haven't come on board yet. The game's over a year old. It has a proven track record now. Either somebody in their negotiating staff just sucks, or, I mean, whoever's handling the marketing side of this, as far as reaching out to the licensing companies for Mac and Volvo and all these other companies, whoever's handling it sucks. I mean, they really do. They're not a go-getter, and they're really not a hard charger. Or either that, or it's Pavel himself, and he's trying to do too much. And he needs to turn it over to a dedicated person to get more trucks in here, because it would be amazing. I just don't see how it hasn't happened. Because I remember when the game came out back February a year ago, the whole thing that Pavel said about licensing and everything, and about how hard it was to negotiate contracts. And I can see that on a game that doesn't exist. I just don't see how now, after going to the, you know, Mid-America Truck Show and meeting all these vendors and everything, that you can't get in with these vendors and get their trucks in the game, especially as popular as the game has turned out to be. So do I know if Banky has passed away? I have no idea. Why is everybody talking about that? That's what I want to know, is where did this start? Is this 092003 Ben? Welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. Did somebody start? I mean, the person we'll know is Landy, but did somebody start a rumor, or is it just because he hasn't been active on his channel in forever? I mean, I will find out today for sure after the stream is over. I'm not going to really do anything in the stream about it until I know anything. And to be honest with you, I don't really want to dive much into it in case it's just a rumor. Ethan Buckmore, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. I gotta be honest with you, I didn't know of him having any health issues. You know, well, I don't know. I mean, you never know. I mean, something could have happened, and but I know he had to take a break from the video stuff for personal reasons, for family reasons, and that was the reason why he had stopped streaming. But I have no idea why. But then this is all out of the blue today. Somebody has said that, and I don't want a rumor started. Let me put it that way. Tyler Kilby 24, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. I will find out after the stream is over. If it is the case, it's tragic and unfortunate, but until I get it verified from somebody other than somebody in chat, I'm not going to really hype on it. Let me put it that way. It's all rumor and speculation until I know it's true. That's like somebody came in chat one night and gave their condolences to the loss of Jimmy Carter and that he had passed away. David, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. And that turned out to be a complete lie. And all of us were like, oh man, I hate to hear that, you know. And then, you know, after the stream's over, I checked